Nicole here. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. I'm going to start off with lighting some sage. Hopefully it's not too windy today. I'm feeling better. I worked through my allergies and was able to clear my passages. I think sometimes things stop up in us and energies keep us congested or sick. It's kind of like a symptom of a larger cause. Violet. Violet's here to join us. She's not in the picture, but she's here. So what I wanted to talk about today is net worth versus self-worth. And, making money and having a job and feeling important in society is definitely a valid thing to experience in our lifetimes. Only up until recently has it been really more open for women, and we've been able to explore our options. So it's been really exciting that we've been able to hold positions of somewhat power and be able to make larger decisions that affect a larger amount of people, which I think, honestly, women were meant to be in power because they have the sense to think of other people when they're making decisions, and also, for the most part, and also they have a gentle hand when it comes to knowing what is a good thing and what isn't, for the most part. I mean, I speak in general terms because it's easier to blanket it, but I know there's outliers. So I kind of wanted to dive into a little bit of my own personal experience with everything and then kind of relate it further. I went to Western. I got my degree in kinesiology. I went for 5 years because, 4 years is not really a thing anymore. I did well in my classes. I took physics, biomechanics, phys lab, anatomy, physiology, but phys lab, obviously. I learned a lot. I know how the human body works. I'm very competent. And then I ventured into medical massage. And, of course, I always got the stereotypical, disgusting questions about, well, what about happy endings? And I can't tell you how much I hated answering or trying to navigate that. And it just seemed like part of our training was actually how to deal with those kind of questions. I don't know why it comes to that. I don't know why everyone's obsessed, mostly men, about having their junk touched, but you know what? Don't ask a massage therapist because that's not their job. That's a hooker's job. Okay? Got it. Moving on. But I felt like there was still this stigma, and it was really hard for me. Even though I was working underneath an occupational therapist, I was working with L&I and insurances, legitimate massage work where I was helping people, and it made me feel wonderful. It did. It really did. But I ended up getting injured because massage therapists are not always taken as seriously as we should. It's a heavy-duty work, lots of arms and shoulders, balanced in, and we have to consistently be active and working out, keeping our strength up, eating healthy, keeping our mental clarity, balancing our energies, because we deal with a lot of people's energies. And getting into the position, I was getting paid really well at one job, but then another job I wasn't getting paid nearly anything or getting any benefits. And that was really hard for my self-worth because it wasn't reflected in the job that I was doing. And the job that I was doing was what I felt was a spectrum of things that needed to be treated like that. I almost see massage therapists as doctors. They are holistic, and if you're going to somebody who's not holistic, you're not getting the full treatment. I feel that's why a lot of people feel unsatisfied or um, um, dislike how a lot of times how parts of their body get missed at massages, because those massage therapists are not getting paid enough to do everything that you want them to do. And that's part of the worth of things. But then also segueing, after I got injured and I didn't have a position that I felt proud, I mean, I wasn't working for a while, and I felt, like I was not contributing at all to society, and that people were looking at me like a dreg or a scourge or a mooch, because people have such a negative viewpoint of people who are needing assistance from either the government or a job claim. And I know that people don't want to be unable to do things. Personally speaking, it physically and mentally drained me knowing that I wasn't able to contribute my energies and my talents and my, just myself to society, because what else am I doing? I don't want to just sit on the couch. And it led to a major episode of depression for me. And I had all this societal expectation upon me to be something, and if I wasn't something, I was nothing, and I wasn't worth the money that they would even give out to me. And so when I finally got a job to help pay some of my bills, I was at the bottom of the totem pole, because I couldn't go back to my other job. I was injured. You can't be a massage therapist with 2 broken shoulders. And I was treated like dirt. I was treated like disposable, I would like to say. And I took the blame for some things at work that weren't my fault. I took the basically social shunning, because they just thought I was another revolving door person in and out. They only stay for so long and then they get fired. And I got fired because of someone else's ruthlessness to see that I was dismissed. I know that for a fact. I wasn't able to do anything about it, but I know that in the end, she'll get what she deserves for her malice actions. But all throughout this, I got treated like crap. Like lower than crap. Like crap that craps out of crap. Like I can't even express it how much I was treated like dirt. And people underestimated me, undervalued me, and it hurt. It hurt really bad, because I based my self-worth on my net worth and what people saw of me. But now, I know better. I know what I'm worth. I know that I have so much talent and passion and vivaciousness to give, and nobody can take that away. Nobody can fire that away out of my personality, because it's just not possible. So I want you to remember, when you take a look at your bank account, when you take a look at the bottles on your table, the social standing that you feel that you have in the community, but then I want you to look in the mirror and say, who am I really? Without all this other things, all the external, who am I? What have I actually contributed? What worth do I hold? When it comes down to it, we're all people. We're all the same. No matter if you're handicapped, man or woman, transgender, black, white, Asian, Pacific Islander, European, Russian, whatever race. Even animals. They all have a spirit. We're all spirits, and we all deserve to be treated with respect. So next time you find yourself treating somebody with less respect because you think that they hold a lesser job or a lesser title than you, or have less money, or have less fancy clothes, somebody on the side of the street who's walking, somebody at a bar who may not be wearing the latest fashions or have the latest trends or the latest stuff shaved into their head or the latest cool tattoos or jewelry pieces. Don't treat them like they're any less than you, because if the position was reversed, how would you feel? How would you feel if somebody treated you like the scourge of the earth, of dirt underneath their shoes? Less respect than you feel or know that you deserve. It's funny because I pulled the upside down red queen, fire queen today, and I feel a little upside down fire queeny, but you know, I want to encourage you mostly to feel that your self-worth comes from within, and that who you are and what you are is not dependent on a paycheck. It's not dependent on the house or the car that you drive or have, or the friends that you surround yourself with, or the contacts that you know. It's how you treat others and how you treat yourself. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if you hate yourself. I really am. I don't want anybody to hate themselves. I don't think it's something that should be. I think everybody should hold this gigantic light inside of them, knowing that they are worth every breath that they take. But some people don't. And so you have to remind them. But most of all, you have to remind yourself. I am light. I am worthy. I may get big enough or well known enough that I expand exponentially and become something of a name that people know. But I know my grave is going to be ashes with tree seeds to grow out of me. And that's where I'll end up at the end of my life. So, humility is always on my mind. I think that's kind of all I wanted to say about that. I'm going to pull a love card. It's a good one. It's a good one too. Okay, all of them. They just jumped out. That's what wanted to happen. Remember to connect with your own spirit at the end of the day. Empty your head of everything else that is all the external nonsense that's come out, and just be with yourself. That's hard. It's hard to be with yourself. It's a scary place that most of us like to drown out with the external, because getting down to the bare basics, you don't know what you're getting because you don't know how long it's been since you've tended that garden. But I encourage you to tend it. Woo! Jumping out cards. Tend that garden of yours. Figure out who you are without anything else. And that'll help. That really helps when you learn who you are, to love yourself. You know, it took me an injury and almost killing myself to figure that out, but I'd never go back, man. It's all part of the process. Punctuation mark. Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings of practical jobs, money, things. It's exciting. So we have starts. We have new seeds planted. We're not going to see our kingdom castle happen, but we're going to see the beginning of something that's going to bear fruit in the future and become part of us. We have the Two of Swords upright, we have Seven of Cups upright, we have Five of Wands upright, and we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Two of Wands is talking about a balance in ideas or words, having a conversation with another person. Maybe you're going on a new job interview and you're able to go in there and feel like you are an equal to them instead of just somebody coming in looking for a job. You feel that you have the qualifications and you're going to be able to express that in a manner that doesn't make you sound like you're less just because you don't have the position yet, because you know that you are capable of that position, because you know who you are and you know your worth. We have the Seven of Cups, which is about a lot of emotions, and maybe you have a clear passion about what you are trying to do, what you want to do. You want them to clearly see how much you are all encompassed. It's hard with just one interview or one conversation to really express everything that is within you, because we are so complex as humans. But you're able to express a lot of your passion together, to come to somewhat of a understanding. And we have Five of Wands. So maybe there's some competition. Maybe there's other people that are as qualified or that are trying to go for that position. But you know that you are someone who is a force to be had, something that is valuable. You have skills. You have something to offer that is very unique to you, and you are going to show them. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And I know people get, apprehensive about reverse cards because it makes it seem like it's not going to happen. But reversal just means, with especially the Wheel of Fortune, is that you just kind of have to grease the wheel a little bit. You have to make that extra effort to speak up, to speak your piece, to show, to be out there and be proud of yourself. And I think that will help that new beginning, start that new beginning of showing your passion and who you really are inside, your worth, not your net worth, your worth, your self-worth, what having you around really means. So we have the love cards. I didn't forget. I just did a different order. Love generates love. You will receive a positive confirmation of this in the next few days. Keep on loving and you will keep on receiving ever greater blessings in return. So just keep on loving yourself. Keep on showing the love that is within you, and people will see. It may not be immediate, nothing. Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't like that saying, but it's something that is, there. So you are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Exactly. What you consider imperfect is an illusion. Even in the darkness, you shine eternally bright. One person's imperfection could be someone else's perfect thing. Maybe you think, like for me, I sometimes feel like I could be a little bit crazy or wild or outlandish or overly expressive and talkative, verbal diarrhea. But maybe somebody finds that amazing and wants to listen to me just talk and just bleh. Somebody finds my ideas interesting because they see that I have, a different perspective than some people. And it could be for you as well. Your smile illuminates my soul. It makes me feel whole. There is no part of me that your love cannot fill. From the first moment we met, I am forever grateful, and I count my blessings each day, beloved Jewel. So people appreciate you. Maybe you just need to find the people that appreciate you the most, and you need to seek out arenas where that is who you are is appreciated. We don't always vibrate the energy that we need to find the people that we need to, but like I've seen many memes, your vibe attracts your tribe. So what you want, you need to vibrate that so deeply that the people just start coming to you. Or, seek out activities or things that you really enjoy, and then you'll find people that you'll enjoy being around. And to finish, be still. Listen, feel, just be. Have you forgotten what is truly important? When you pass from this world, all you will take is with you is your soul and the beautiful memories it holds. Like I said, grave is small. We can't take any of this with us, What we accumulate in life stays only in this life, and in the next lifetime, if that's what you so believe, we have to start all over again as little babies, like the world card, to the next step. So, I encourage you, love yourself, put out that loving vibe, and it will come back tenfold. You have just so much within you. Express it. Tell the world. And even if people don't always agree or give you the reassurance you need, know within you that you have that. So I leave you with that. And you have a great rest of your day.